It was a quiet Sunday afternoon, the kind that made everything feel just a little slower, a little softer. Rain tapped lightly on the kitchen window as Penny set out two mismatched mugs and waited for the kettle to boil. The scent of cinnamon and clove wafted gently from the tea tin she'd always saved for more serious conversations. Her son, Jacob, sat at the kitchen table, shoulders hunched, fingers tapping lightly on the wood. He was 26 now, but to Penny, he still looked like the boy who used to sneak cookies before dinner and fall asleep during movie nights. "You're quieter than usual," she said, watching him over her shoulder. "That's either a very good sign or a very bad one." Jacob gave a tired smile, but didn't meet her eyes. "It's Ava. We had a fight last night. A real one this time." Penny said nothing right away. She poured the hot water into the mugs and slid one toward him. "Okay, tell me." He stared into the steam like it might have answers he couldn't find in himself. "She wants to move in together." I froze. I told her I wasn't ready. And now she's questioning everything. Us. Our future. Penny pulled out the chair across from him and sat down, hands wrapped around her mug for warmth and grounding. "She didn't give you an ultimatum, did she?"
No.
"Nothing like that. She just got really quiet. Said maybe she was asking for too much. That maybe I'd never be ready." Penny nodded slowly. "Do you love her?" "Yeah," Jacob said almost immediately. "I do. She's the first person I've ever felt this connected to. But I'm scared, Mom. What if we move in together and things change? What if I mess it up?" Penny's lips curved in a knowing smile. "Sweetheart, things will change. That's the nature of love. It grows, shifts, and sometimes it stumbles. But fear doesn't mean it's wrong. It just means it matters." Jacob looked down. "I wish I knew what to do." "I don't have all the answers," she said, "but let me tell you something your grandfather told me the day I married your dad." She paused, her eyes soft with memory. "He said, love isn't about finding the perfect person. It's about choosing someone, even when they're complicated, even when you're both scared. Especially then." Jacob chuckled lightly. "Grandpa said that?" "After 2 whiskeys and a long stare at your father's bad haircut," she said with a grin. "But he was right." She leaned forward slightly, her tone quieter now. "Your dad and I had our moments. Times when I wanted to walk out. Times when he nearly did. But we stayed. Not because it was easy, but because we remembered that love is a choice we make again and again. Not a guarantee. Not a fairy tale. A decision." Jacob sat back in his chair, tea warming his hands. "So what do I do?" "You talk to her," Penny said gently. "Not to defend yourself. Not to fix it. Just to be real. Tell her what you're feeling, scared, unsure, but still in love. Let her in, even if your voice shakes." He nodded slowly, the tightness in his face easing. "And remember," she added, "you don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to show up with honesty and heart. The rest you build together." The rain outside had quieted to a misty hum. Jacob looked up at his mother, his eyes filled with something between gratitude and realization. "Thanks, Mom. For the tea. And the truth." Penny reached across the table and gave his hand a squeeze. "Anytime, Jacob. That's what I'm here for." "It's Ava. We had a fight last night. A real one this time." Penny said nothing right away. She poured the hot water into the mugs and slid one toward him. "Okay, tell me." He stared into the steam like it might have answers